6 this morning. Let's check the numbers on Wall Street. Take a glance back to yesterday. It was a very good day for the market. The Dow was up 303 points. The Nasdaq was up 78 and the S&P up 32.
Let's take a look at some business news now with Hillary Vaughn with the FOX Business Network. Hillary, I knew it was going to be you today because Lauren Simonetti, she was tweeting last night, help, our whole family is sick. Sounds like her husband and she and their little one. Oh, gosh. All right. So anyway,
we're hoping she feels better.
Yeah, absolutely. Was this another example of a Trump bump, or were there some other headlines that moved the market up so far, so fast?
It's majorly tied to Trump's big speech before Congress. Investors were very happy with his tone of all things. They thought he came across very presidential, very optimistic, and they were happy with what they heard. But he didn't give a lot of policy specifics. That's something that they're still waiting for. However, his tone was enough to make them act on Wall Street, and it's had a huge effect on the Dow, hitting another 1,000-point milestone. But also banks were way up, and the reason why is because they're anticipating another interest hike in March, and so that makes it easier for them to make more money, which means they're optimistic as well. Speaking
of making money, Snapchat's coming on the market today. What do we think is going to happen?
So some investors are a little bit cautious, and here's why. The shares are going for $17 a pop, but if you buy and invest in their company, you're not going to get any voting power. Typically, when you invest in a company, you get some say in the decision-making process, but Snap has decided to keep all the voting power with their two CEOs, who are 26 and 28 respectively. And some investors think they're a little too young to have that much voting power. But there's also concerns that their user base isn't big enough. They have fewer users than Facebook did and Twitter did when they went public. So investors are wondering, how are you going to make a lot of money, a lot of ad revenue if you don't have a lot of users? But Snap says that their users it's about quality, not quantity. They say their users are more engaged than Facebook and Twitter's users, so their ads revenue should be higher.
I only have 30 seconds left. Let's get into the Subway story real quickly. I have a Subway sandwich shop in my neighborhood in Mesa. I just love going in there. What do you mean that the chicken's not all real chicken?
So there was an investigation, and that investigation allegedly found that their chicken, in their oven-roasted chicken and their teriyaki chicken sandwiches, is 50% chicken. The rest of it is mostly soy and some other ingredients. And so Subway's pushing back, saying that it's normal to not have it be all chicken, that they add seasonings and other things, but 50% seasonings, probably not the case. A lot of it's soy, and a lot of their customers aren't happy with those results. They also tested other fast food chains, but they fared a little bit better. A lot of their chicken was 80–90% chicken, the rest other ingredients. So 50% and below, not the best score from this investigation.
Interesting stuff out of Canada. All right, Hillary, thanks. See you tomorrow.